Now to that bombshell lawsuit against Lizzo, 3 former backup dancers are suing the pop superstar, her production company, and her tour's dance instructor, alleging sexual and racial harassment as well as a hostile work environment.
ABC News contributor Kelley L. Carter sat down with the 3 plaintiffs. Take a look.
Yeah, you can have it.
In case nobody told you today, you're special.
For most, Lizzo is the symbol of body positivity, making so many feel special. But now the multi-Grammy Award winner is being sued for just the opposite. In a new lawsuit, 3 of Lizzo's former backup dancers accused the singer, her dance captain, and production company of weight shaming, creating a hostile work environment through sexual, religious, and racial harassment, as well as assault and false imprisonment.
Girls that look like me don't get representation. Time to pull up my sleeves and find them myself.
Lizzo recruited Crystal Williams and Ariana Davis from her 2022 Amazon Prime show, Watch Out for the Big Girls, and Noel Rodriguez appeared in the music video for Juice. Williams and Davis were then fired in the spring of 2023, and Rodriguez resigned shortly after.
It started off so great. We already had a preconceived love for her because of everything that she stands for.
The ladies shared details of some of the allegations in the lawsuit, including weight shaming.
They would always ask, you seem different, what's wrong? My demeanor was the same, my energy was the same, my danceability was the same. It was the first time I had showed up noticeably having gained weight. And she said that she was worried about me. I can only contribute that to my weight gain. I know it's alarming to hear that Lizzo, a plus-size woman who preaches body positivity, would be fat-phobic, essentially. But I want to challenge people to understand that, hurt people.
Davis alleges Lizzo pressured her into touching a nude performer at a sex show in Amsterdam.
She started a chant after I had said no multiple times. She was like, Ari, Ari. And then everyone kind of joined in, Ari, Ari. I briefly touched the performer and withdrew my hands, and everyone kind of burst into laughter because me of all people, they thought it was funny that I was touching this performer. I kind of laugh it off, and sorry, I'm a little emotional about it. I kind of laugh it off, and I even remember making jokes about it because I just was trying to get the attention away from me.
Could you not have left earlier?
We're here because we want to be good enough for Lizzo.
We then discussed a claim that Lizzo physically threatened Noel after saying she wanted to resign.
I just said, I feel unsafe, I feel disrespected, there's a bunch of mistreatment and just unprofessionalism going on. She basically started to ball up her fists and crack her knuckles, and she was like, ooh, you're so effing lucky right now, but she's inching her way towards me, alluding to, you're so lucky I'm not going to hit you. Her best friend, who's also one of our dance members, she jumped out of the couch and she was had to go and physically pull her back from hitting me.
In a new statement posted to her Instagram, Lizzo called the allegations false and outrageous, saying in part, these sensationalized stories are coming from former employees who have already publicly admitted that they were told their behavior on tour was inappropriate and unprofessional, adding, I know what it feels like to be body shamed on a daily basis and would absolutely never criticize or terminate an employee because of their weight. How do you guys respond to that?
This post felt like a punch.
I'm honestly mind blown at the hypocrisy just of everything that you stand for. You're contradicting right before our very eyes.
If either one of you ever ran into Lizzo again, what would you want to say to her?
I don't have any malintentions towards you, and I know you don't believe me, but I'm telling the truth even now. I just want you to learn from this. If you were me, what would you have said? What would you have done? What would you have felt?
Well, Lizzo's attorney, Marty Singer, released a statement. It's long, but we need to read it. It says, in part, evidence of this being a sham lawsuit is confirmed by one of the plaintiffs, Ariana Davis, in her own words in her video interview for season 2 of Watch Out for the Big Girls in April 2023, after virtually all of her alleged claims referred to in her lawsuit. Ariana Davis stated, quote, "It's been so amazing and such a beautiful journey. I look up to her so much. I just want to follow in her footsteps, and I just want to share that with the Queen Lizzo herself," end quote. Now, Singer goes on to say, "These do not sound like the words of someone who was harassed or discriminated against," and he says that they are confident that Lizzo will be completely vindicated in this matter. Let's bring in Kelley L. Carter. It's a lot to unpack here. It's one thing to read a lawsuit. It's another thing to hear from the plaintiffs yourself. What did you take away from your conversation with them?
I mean, I think that they say they had an experience that they did not expect. They thought this was going to be a safe environment, and an environment that was going to be different from what they might have experienced elsewhere, because this was a woman that stands for body positivity.
Now, Kelley, what do these women hope will come out of this lawsuit?
Yeah, I think that they want to change the environment for dancers. You know, there's not a lot of conversation about what life is like for dancers. And this is a world where if you miss a step today, there are 12,000 other women outside the door that would happily take your place. And that feels very intimidating, I think, to them. And they want to change that environment and change that narrative.
And Kelley L. Carter, a very compelling interview. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.